Hello, Eric here. I would like to continue discussion of comparing Microsoft Word with LibreOffice Writer and see how similar actions can be performed in these two software, these two programs, and to some extent discover kind of which one does the job more easily than the other one. From what I have seen, they are capable of doing almost anything that you throw at them, but there are some issues, there are some complexities and hiccups that you might face, or the procedures to achieve the same goal in two programs are different, and it makes sense if we look at them and see which one is doing the job more easily. Alright, in the previous video, if you have watched it already, I showed you how these two software they deal with direct formatting. You saw that. If you haven't, please go back and have a look. And in this video I would like to dive a bit deeper and to show you what happens when you want to manipulate these styles that I frequently use, and how many steps I have to go through in order to achieve very simple things. You'll see. Again, my purpose is to show you how different these two pieces of software they are from each other, and how easy it is to work in each of them. I don't have a disclaimer or disclosure. I do not have any stake at any of these two companies or software productions or projects or operations in any way. Microsoft Word is made obviously by Microsoft Corporation. I respect them very much. They have been in business for a very long time. They have been pioneers in many of these technologies. A lot of respect for them. The same is true with LibreOffice. Very smart programmers and intelligent folks are working on that operation of maintaining LibreOffice. Very smart people. I have nothing but respect for them. So, and I don't have any stake in them. I mean, I'm not a stakeholder. I'm not on the board of directors or steering committee or anything of any of these two companies in any way. So what I'm saying here is not going to benefit me or in any particular way, like monetary or otherwise. I'm not paid by any of these two companies. So just want to compare these two software. I've been using them for the past 20 something years, and they have been evolving. You have already seen the evolution of Microsoft Word. The whole world have been watching, and the evolution of LibreOffice from OpenOffice and all the story that goes behind that one. Both of them are very capable programs, and they do what they're designed to do. But when you start doing things in them, if you go beyond a couple of pages of text, if your needs are a little bit more complex and you have more than 1 or 2 or 5 pages to deal with, and especially when you start to mix two different writing styles, like right to left as well as left to right kind of writing styles, example English and Persian. Persian is my mother tongue. Then you start to see a whole lot of differences and complexities in the way that these two programs handle these activities. All right, let us go to our documents and have a look at what else we can do to make these documents look a little bit better. I would like at this point to again mention that Microsoft Office in general and Microsoft Word in particular has a dual personality. It's like a split brain kind of personality. One personality is the legacy code and dialog boxes and stuff that is carried around for the past some 20 years, I think, maybe more. And they are not really modernized, they are not well thought out, they are really poorly designed. Even in the beginning they were poorly designed, and now it shows very clearly when you start working Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, it shows very badly. Unfortunately, it gets in your way because of this split personality. One personality is the shiny, fast reacting user interface that you see when you open up Microsoft Word, and well, at the first glance everything looks really nice and neat, but unfortunately, as soon as you start to do anything but simple, things get really bad. You'll see. In contrast, LibreOffice Writer, at least I've been working with Writer for a very long time, other modules as well, but Writer primarily, it has a very consistent look and feel. It has a consistent logic, it has a consistent menu system, and it has a consistent dialogue system. Very much consistent, very well thought out, very well implemented, and very logical. So things are where you think they are. You don't have to do guessworks and just jump around to figure out where to go and what to do to find certain things. Everything is sorted out in a very logical order, and in order to achieve things, you don't really have to do too many things. Everything is bundled in places where you can find them and logically bundled together with other similar items. I can't say the same with Microsoft Word. You'll see as we move forward with styles today that things get really funny in Microsoft Word. Alright, so far I have these two documents. One is opened in Microsoft Word on the left, the other one is the same in LibreOffice Writer on the right side. They are the same. If you watch the previous video, you would see that I copy paste them from the internet, and this is the source of my document. I just copied this part and pasted in an empty document on each side, and from there I'm trying to edit them. This is the continuation of the same thing. Alright, now if you have noticed, my styles on the Microsoft side has a little bit of a nice spacing above and below headings. That is already out of the box, so I don't really have to do much of anything here. It's out of the box. It has heading number 3 has some space between it and the following paragraph. You don't see the same type of things in LibreOffice. Here you see this style is applied, heading is applied to this, but the space between the two paragraphs are not really well done. I would like to change that one, and I would like to add a little bit of a space there. See what happens when you want to do that. So in order to do this, I right click on heading in the style list, click on modify, and as I said, every option that I have for modification of a style is out there. I don't really have to go hunt them down. Everything I need is already pretty much there. So without even moving my mouse, I can read this page, and on the screen you see these tabs. Without even moving a finger, I can see what kind of things, what kind of controls I have, what kind of modifications I can make to this without even going anywhere. I just opened this modification dialog. Everything is there, logically designed, logically organized. I don't have to go hunting. What I want to do right now is spacing. I can see it already there, very clear, very nice. If I click on that tab, it would take me to where all the settings are in relationship to spacing. So click on that one. As you can see, the below paragraph for my heading, for heading number 3, is not enough. I would add a little bit extra space, and I apply it, and I would like to see what happens. I apply it. Okay, that looks nice actually. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Well, I'm happy with that. And I usually don't use above, a space above, so I change it to 0, apply. I would change the space below the paragraph for normal paragraph later to add a little bit of extra space, breathing room over there. But usually I don't mess around with both above and below paragraph spacing. The reason why I don't do that is because they add up, you know. The space above, when you add a space above for a paragraph style, it would add up to the space below of another paragraph style above it, and all of a sudden you see weird behaviors. Why don't I see uniform spacing? What's happening? The reason is because two spacings of two different styles would add up, and I cannot keep track of that easily. I'm sure people are out there who can very easily keep track of those type of things. This is my own personal preference, so I don't do that. Usually I just mess around with one style, one of the spacing, either above or below. When you come to heading styles, it might be a different story, because headings are already known, that are separate entities that are there to grab the attention of the reader. You might already remember that you added above paragraph spacing or below paragraph spacing for your heading. So in this particular case, you might assume a different approach, and you might add a little bit of extra space above it just because you're dealing with heading. But if you're doing it, if I am doing it, if I add above paragraph spacing, I only do it for headings, because I know headings are a special type of styles. They are out there to be identified and seen, and are a specific kind of thing. So maybe here I would add some space above as well, but this is kind of thing that usually I avoid doing. All right, so that is that. That's as simple as that. Let me go to the other side, to the left side where Microsoft Word is, and see what I can do with them if I want to add extra space over there. One thing that you might notice is that getting to the modification dialog is very similar in both two cases. Over here you have this drop down menu here, little menu here. You click on it and click on modify. Pretty similar. When you look at this thing that you see here, you do not see any of those tabs or anything that suggests you can do anything with the paragraphs. You can see a space between similar paragraphs here, and if you click on that, I don't know what happens. What did happen? I'm not exactly sure what's happening. It doesn't really show you anything on the screen. There is no preview, or there is no reaction of the interface that suggests what is happening. What are you doing here? You don't know. You are just guessing. I have no idea what I did. I just clicked on certain things. Oh, something is changing down here. It does not allow me to make it larger so I see what is happening here. What am I doing here? Before auto. What am I really doing? I really don't know. After auto. I really don't know what I'm doing. I cancel out because I don't really know what I did there. Come back to modify. Alright, so if you want to change the size of the space above or below this heading number 3, where to do that? You don't see anything here. Very bad, poorly designed dialog opened. In order to go there, you have to click on this little guy here, believe it or not, it's just hidden, tucked under this menu. Well, which one is relevant to a space above or below? Could be font, it could be paragraph, it's certainly not tabs or borders or language or frame or numbering, shortcut or text effect. It could be text effect, but let me just click on paragraph. Let me guess. I already know it, but for somebody who doesn't know it, first of all, finding that is a problem. This is a very poorly designed interface, user interface. Very unfortunate. But anyway, if you found it, it's here, tucked under this little button. The menu pops up, and then you have to guess, kind of thing, which one of these things might apply. It might be any of them. Then let's say it's paragraph. I know it's paragraph, so let's click on paragraph. Oops, it opens over there. All right, another menu opened. See, now I have two menus on top of each other. If I click on Microsoft Word itself, it's not going to allow me to do anything there. This is disallowing me to move anything out of my way. Right now I have a problem already. My problem here is that this window is the window underneath. Right, this window is underneath, and it is blocking my view. I don't like that. I would like to move it away so I see what I'm doing down there, but I cannot do that because the menu on top is blocking me. It's just I don't know what they call it in programming. I don't know what, there's a term for it. So I can't select the other one. I can only select this one. If I want to move this one out of my way, the one below, I have to close this one. I have to move this out of my way, and then go back again and open this. This is a terrible design. This is a disaster. Anyway, let's say okay, forget about that, and come over here. So you see the spacing before and spacing after that paragraph, as you can see here. The spacing after paragraph, let me change it from auto to 0.18, and the other one from auto to 0.18 as well. I don't know what I'm doing here. 0.18, what is it? Centimeter? Is it points? Is it, what is it? Is it inches? No indication here. Nothing tells you what you're doing exactly. Are you adding extra space in points? Are you adding extra space in pixels? Are you adding extra space in centimeter, millimeter? What is the thing you're doing? My guess is it's going to be inches, because up here there are some indications that the numbers are in inches. Very hard to see. Even now I'm looking at it, it's very, very hard to discern, but it couldn't be anything but an inch, and inch symbol, a symbol for inch. It looks like quotation mark, but it is not. It's just a straight quotation marks. So anyway, I assume that it is inches, and I click on OK. I don't know what happened exactly, and I click on OK. Only then I have a reaction that I can see. I cannot apply it before closing that thing, but this is not what I wanted. Look at that. This is terrible. I don't like that at all. I have to do it again. Go here, click on modify. Make sure this is not in your way, because then you cannot get it out of your way. Although it's not going to make any difference, because it's not going to show anything. Maybe if I click on automatic update, it would show. I don't know. Let's try. Click. Everything is guesswork. Oh, now it has switched to 2 points. I cannot believe it. It was assuming it to be points, not inches. You see inconsistency up here. Things are in, the indentation is in inches, and the spacing is in points. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. 6 points, 12 points. Oh, that is terrible. I can't believe this nonsense. So now this is going to be how it. Oh gosh, look at the inconsistency. This is not good. Again, come back. Come over here again one more time. because I'm not satisfied. This is not enough. I have to make it a little bit larger, perhaps a little bit more on top. Okay, now it is good. You saw how I did it over here in LibreOffice. In LibreOffice, on the other side, I just went there and it was only a couple of clicks. Look what happens. I do it one more time over here in LibreOffice. See what I can do. I come move my mouse over the heading, right click, modify. The menu comes up. It already knows my previously selected tab. It just keeps it there. You see the consistency, everything is in inches. You can tell that they are in inches and they're gonna stay in inches. No inconsistency, everything is clear. And if you add stuff to it, you can apply right away and you can see what is happening. You don't have to close the menu and reopen it. It's just ridiculous. Oh gosh. Anyway, so this is beautiful. I think this is a way to go. And imagine if you have to do this type of manipulations like 100 times a day. That would get on your nerves and would make you very very tired of this nonsense. Anyway, so on the right side I changed it, manipulated very easily. On the left side the manipulation takes so many clicks. All right, let's go to the normal text. On the left I have normal text selected as my style. On the right side I have text body that is already assigned to this. That's all right. I don't mind. The term is not that important to me. What I would like to do is to change the typeface for that. How am I supposed to change the typeface for the normal text or for the text body? All right, the typeface that is being used right now, it's called Linux Libertine G. I would like to change it to something else. I'm going to right click on text body, click on modify, and what am I going to change? It's a font, it's a typeface. So the font is under the fonts. I don't have to go that far to find it. And then I have the drop down menu here that gives me all the fonts that I have installed on my computer that are available to LibreOffice. Which one do I want to choose? Maybe I go for something such as Noto Sans. Click on Noto Sans, apply. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. Let me go back. Let me go back to Libre. This time I would like to use something else. Libre Baskerville. Oh no, actually I installed another typeface some time ago. I really like that. I'm going to really use that one much more often. It's called Allegria. It's a serif font and I like that. It's a little bit too dark though. Maybe not suitable for this type of text, huh? It has a sans as well. Let me see what the sans would look like. Well, it's a little bit too busy. Yeah, well, it's probably good for other types of text. Let me go back to something simpler. All right, let's go with some sans serif. Instead of that, I would go for Carlito, if I'm not mistaken. Carlito is quite dark and but it's legible, and yeah, well, I don't mind what it is. So I changed a whole bunch of things several times, as you saw, and I could apply it without closing the menu bar. Everything, I could see what I'm doing here. I didn't have to close it and reopen it. All right, so okay, click OK, and this is my text body. Now everything is in this particular type of text, except for my quotation that is still using a different style. That is okay. Off to the left side where Microsoft Word is. Now I would like to do the same thing. I would like to change the normal text, the type of typeface that is being used. I would like to change it from Linux Libertine G to whatever I chose on the other side for LibreOffice. Okay, let's do that. In order to do this, I come click on let me click outside, I don't want any selection. Click on normal text and click on modify. Alright, there's nothing here that suggests what I can do. Perhaps I can change it from here. I guess I can. Yeah, why not? Let me do it this way, and then I would pick, what was it called? Carlito. Carlito is very similar to Calibri, and Carlito. Let us say okay. Alright, so everything is changed to Carlito. That was not too difficult, but if you wanted to do something a bit more complicated, you would have to do a whole bunch of things. By the way, I could not apply it without closing the menu bar, the pop-up menu. See, click on modify. If you want to, let's say you want to use perhaps let's use another one. Let us use this guy. No, I don't want that. Let us use Bookman old style. You can't do that unless you say okay, and when you say okay, this menu goes away. You cannot test things without leaving this guy. Well, how do I know that how it looks like? I don't. There is a preview here, it's supposed to show you how it looks like, if you're happy with that. But other than that, you cannot see the effect in your text. You have to click on OK. When you click on OK, the menu is closed. I think this is a very poor design. I think this is bad. I did not like it. So I don't like the text. I have to open the menu one more time and go back to whatever I chose, Carlito. Well, let me see. Let me choose something. Maybe I go to Noto, and Noto has quite a lot of nice looking things here. Noto Sans, and for Noto Sans, what is this thing? Automatic what? Color, font color. All right, so this is normal. All right, so see, now I would like to do something. Noto comes with so many different weights. Can you choose a weight here? No, you cannot choose a weight. This is not a weight, this is color. This is just the script. This is Latin. But how can you choose the weight? You cannot choose the weight. You have to go to a different menu. None of these things are going to help. You have to go to this menu and find which one is applicable. Certainly if the font would be applicable, click on that. Another menu opens. Thank you very much. So you're dealing with Noto Sans. Which weight you want? Italic, bold, italic. None of them. I don't want any of them. Oh dear, so hard to navigate this little thing. Oh, now I don't have any preview of these. I don't even know how they look like. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm already tired of this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know which font looks how. Some of them I know, but many of them I don't. Okay, IBM Sans, maybe that would look okay. Now the preview is down here, but there is no preview over there to show me what it is. IBM, I don't like that one either. I like something simple. Oh, why is this so bad? I don't know. I always thought that Microsoft had like millions and millions of dollars to spend to fix their software and to make it better. Unfortunately, it seems that they only cared, so far as I can tell, they cared about what is skin deep cosmetics. That's it. End of the story. No logic behind any of the menus. Everything is a relic of years past. So let us stop at this moment, and in the next video I would go a little bit deeper. I would like to try a couple of different scripts, like in here you see them all being left to right for both of these documents. I would like to add some right to left to this, and then you would start to see how more complicated it becomes in Microsoft Word. I don't think that Microsoft Word is up to the game for large documents. I hope they can catch up with LibreOffice Writer. I don't know if they would ever do that. I think that this money cow that they have, cash cow that they have, is giving them the money they want, and I don't think that they ever care about that. I tried to approach them several times, sent them feedback. They don't have a bug report system the way that LibreOffice has, so I tried to approach them several times. By now, after 20 years of using their software, I can tell you every time I try to submit a report or a feedback to Microsoft, I know for a fact that I'm wasting my time. It's not going to go anywhere, and I have never ever seen anything whatsoever being changed or corrected or fixed in Microsoft Office as a result of my reporting anything ever. So you know for a fact that you're wasting your time. At least I know for a fact that I'm wasting my time. Sometimes it's so annoying that I cannot resist sending them a feedback, but unfortunately I know that this is total 100% waste of my time. Has always been my experience in the past almost 20 years. With LibreOffice, I have reported many times different bugs. You can find my name on the bug report website for LibreOffice, and you would see that quite a few of them have been already addressed and fixed. Some of them later, some of them earlier than what I expected, but it is not that just to totally ignore everything. They do not ignore it. Even if they don't know how to fix it, or if they don't have enough resources to fix the bugs, but LibreOffice and Document Foundation for that matter, they care about these type of things, and always you would see some activities around it. And even if they can't fix some bugs, they would tell you why they can't fix it. They would say, for example, there is not enough resources to contribute to this. You know where you are standing. With Microsoft Office, absolutely no idea. You have zero idea what's happening. Is it going to be fixed? No, yes. Anyway, so in the next video I'm going to show you what happens when you add a couple of other scripts, like another script, right to left script, to this combination, and how the software, how the programs are going to handle that complexity. Not very well with Microsoft Word, unfortunately. As much as I like that program, unfortunately it's not handling it at all that well when you mix them together and you want to manipulate the text. So till then, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up, and click on the bell so you will receive future notification for future videos. See you next time.